been chosen to join us on a journey to find hidden gems, detect the unheard, and unleash the power within. This is Revealed Selected, where three worlds become one.
So how exciting is this? A Revealed Selected special with Dada Life, because the album is with us. Let's talk more about that in a moment. Let's just recap. Dada Life, 3 albums deep, 2009, Just Do the Dada, 2012, The Rules of Dada, and 2018, Our Nation. And now, Blood, Sweat and Smiles, and I'm joined by the man, one half of Dada Life, who's made it. Welcome to Revealed Selected. Stefan, say hello to the world.
Hello. Thank you so much for doing this. This is amazing.
So look, how did this 4th album come into your mind? It's been, it's finally here. It feels like it's been a journey. Tell us all about it. How did it all start off?
Our earlier albums, we tried to make a journey. We tried to make some calm tracks, and we tried to do, basically a journey. But this time, and COVID and the whole thing, we just felt that skip all the slow parts, skip all the emotional, like, small talk. Let's just have a album that's like crashing into a wall, and then have a big smile on your face. It's high energy from start to finish.
So which track are you going to start us off with, taken from the album Blood, Sweat and Smiles?
Okay, let's start with Happy Revolution.
Let's do it. This is Revealed Selected, the Dada Life special happening right now.
Welcome to Revealed Selected. It's the Happy
It's the
You are checking out the Revealed Selected Dada Life album special. We're joined by Stefan talking about the tracks that have made this album. We kicked off with the first track, which was Happy Revolution. Stefan, talk to us about that track. That is number one on the actual album itself. So why did you choose that one as track one?
Well, the energy and the title and just the vibe of it sets the mode for the whole album, basically. It's time for a happy revolution. We need this. We need to leave everything behind and just start over. We need a happy revolution. And for us, when we made it, we went back to our roots, like this kind of old school ravey vibe. And I think it really comes through in the whole track, and we are super proud of it.
Do you know what? It's sort of, in moments of that track, it reminds me of The Prodigy. Is that a fair reflection?
Me and Olle are big Prodigy fans, and we also love Moby and Chemical Brothers, and I'm glad you can tell.
And we followed that up with Readymade Sweat, which is track 2 on the album, and tell us a little bit of a story behind that one.
Readymade Sweat was a really weird one, actually. We made it back in 2013, and that's 9 years ago, and I found it on an old hard drive, but I've had the melody in my head ever since we made it. I've been trying to make a new version of it, a version that we're proud of, but it was really hard doing. And I tweeted a while back and posted and be like, okay, I almost have it, because this is like the 9th version. So basically one version a year I've done, but none of them has come up to the standard that we like and want to release. But this time I think we really nailed it. It's a good melody, it's a really ravey lead, and it fits perfectly in the album.
You've described this album as a hard punch in the face. Just give us a little bit more detail about that. Why is it a hard punch in the face?
Well, it's all about... Okay, let me try to explain it like this. When we're out DJing and you see someone's energy in their face, in their eyes, you see that they're just having so much fun and they're just nuts in a good way. We try to take that small moment in time and just stretch it out for like 3 minutes. And that's basically taking that moment in time, and just that is a feeling of being punched in the face.
So let's get into track 3 of the album right now. It's This Time Never Be Alone Again. It is the Revealed Selected Special with Dada Life.
is Revealed Selected.
Hey, this is Stefan from Dada Life. You just heard So Good from our album Blood, Sweat and Smiles.
Now, I love that track. It's a big rumbling monster, and even before that we played This Time Never Be Alone Again. So let's talk about these two tracks. This time, I'm going to say it's a little bit future ravey. Is that fair to say?
Well, you can, in hindsight, I would say it. But we made it before Future Rave was a thing, basically. We made it even before COVID. But the weird part was that we finished it and then COVID hit and we couldn't play it out. So the lyrics is kind of fun with This Time You Will Never Be Alone Again, and people ended up being alone for 2 years. So basically now it's the first time I've played it out, the finished mastered version, and it feels so good. Oh, pun intended. It feels so good to be able to play it out, finally.
Which takes us on to track 4 from the album, which is So Good. And what's the story behind this one?
Both me and Olle, we love techno, and we wanted to make techno Dada Life way, which is basically a big kick and a really big evil bass. And that is pure Dada Life, basically.
I'm thinking someone like Maddox is going to love that track in particular. Have you heard his recent stuff?
Yeah, I love his stuff. His good energy. We play it in our Crush and Smile in Dadaland. Really good stuff.
We are celebrating your album. Congratulations on this absolute masterpiece. Your 4th. What does it feel like having 4 masterpieces? You know, that signal who you are and what you're about. How does that feel?
It feels actually really, really good, because both me and Olle, we write the music, we write the melodies, we write the lyrics, we spend the time in front of the computer, we play the piano, the guitar, we write music. And then it takes a long time producing it, but it's all worth it when it comes together. The importance of spending time with the music. It's not about releasing a million tracks. For us, it's about being proud of what you release. Quality before quantity.
There's a lot of chat about whether albums work now. I'm a huge fan of albums because it's a collection of art in a period of time, and then you do another one and another one, and that's what I like about it, because it allows you in the future to look backwards, and I just like how it organizes things. Does that make sense or not?
Yeah, I totally agree. And for us, for this whole album, we went back to our roots and tried to blend it even more with what we like at the moment. And as you say, it's a timestamp of this period, like 2 or 3 years back for Dada Life. And this is what we love and how we think our dance music should sound like.
So look, if you are listening and wondering what's going on, this is a Revealed Selected Special with Dada Life celebrating the new album. But I want to play a game with you right now, Stefan. If I tell you the description that you gave this track, I want you to see if you can remember which track it is you're talking about. You said, and I won't say where you said this, you described this next track as extra greasy, just the way you like it. So which track is it that we're about to play next?
Extra greasy. Well, it sounds like our plug-in sausage fattener, and we use it on all our tracks, but that's a hard one. I have to guess, actually. And I don't know, Love Is Coming Down.
You nailed it. Right, let's play right now on Revealed Selected. Well done.
Yes.
Can you feel it? Love is coming down. Now can you feel it? Love is coming down. Can you feel it? Love is coming down. Now can you feel it? Love is coming down. Down, 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 love is coming down. Now can you feel it? Love is coming down. Can you feel it? Love is coming down. Now can you feel it? Love is coming down. Can you feel it? Love is coming down. Now can you feel it? Love is coming down. Can you feel it? Love is coming down. Now can you feel it? Love is coming down. Can you feel it? Love is coming down. Now 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 love is coming down.
Is Revealed Selected. This is Revealed Selected.
You are checking out the Dada Life special here on Revealed Selected. Now, this track's got some big bass and some high-pitched vocals. Stefan, talk to us about Noise Heaven.
Yes, Noise Heaven basically is exactly what it is. It's noise heaven. We love the old TB303, the acid machine from Roland, but it can be kind of, how to say, it's been used a lot. So we wanted the same vibe of a screaming synthesizer, but don't use that synth. So that's how we actually created the lead synth in Noise Heaven. And then we just added some emotions, chords, and a weird vocal on it. We're actually gonna post a little video on how we did the vocal, but it's a banger. When you play it out, people lose their shit.
But you can say that about every track on the album. That's why it feels like you've been punched in the face, right? This is what we're saying. You mentioned emotions in there, and I want you to go back to ADE last October. That was the last time I saw you.
Yeah.
And I hope you don't mind me saying to the world, but if you were there, you were clearly very emotional because,
yeah.
Well, tell us the story. Why were you so emotional back at ADE in October at the Revealed night at the Koppelkirk?
The thing was, it was the first time back. I get emotional now talking about it, but it was the first time playing since the whole COVID thing, and it was just, you could say I couldn't control it. It was just so much happiness and emotions, and be like, yeah.
It's good. It's good. It was. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say it was an honor and a pleasure to be there and experience that and share that moment with you. I hope you don't mind. But I could sense that I knew exactly why you were the way you were because it was clear on your face. There was tears, there was smiles. You were absolutely loving that moment. And thanks for letting us share that with you. So yeah. Let's talk about the present and the future all in one. Shed some light on the label Crash and Smile and how it all started, because this is huge, right? This is just a passion project, isn't it?
Yeah, we came up because we had a label before, but then we just released our own stuff, and it was like when we did 10 years in Dada Land and we were collecting music for it, we realized that there's a really big gap for the music that we like. We like high energy but good melodies, and that is really hard to find. And it's super easy to find high energy tracks that are basically built upon cool sounds. And if you want good melodies, they're just too soft. And once in a while, we find a track that is hard and it's a good melody and it's high energy, and then we play it. So we're like, but wait, we love this kind of music, and I think other people do too. So why shouldn't we just create a label and see if we can just find enough tracks to release? And I think it's been going really good.
If we're talking about Crash and Smile, the label, let's choose a track and highlight something on the label right now. It cannot be one of your own, so which track is it that you're going to play?
I'm gonna play Yohann, Warren, Edge of Tonight. Big track. Every time I play it out, crowd lose it.
Moving outside of space and time, no thoughts of tomorrow. Spinning around, yeah, we chasing lights. Our rapture is close enough. Would you bring me back? And
Revealed Selected.
I'm on the edge of tonight.
This is Revealed Selected with me, Adam K, and I'm catching up with Stefan from Dada Life, celebrating the album Blood, Sweat and Smiles. Stefan, we are talking about Crash and Smile, the label, and that was a track on the label, so tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, the cool part is with this Yohann Warren Edge of Tonight is actually that there was this guy came up at the Revealed demo drop in Amsterdam, and he played me the track, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. But the track had some issues. It was too many melodies and it was a little bit out there. So we guided him, we helped him with some mixing and stuff. And now it's out and it's a banger. And it's so fun to do those kind of things when you actually meet someone, you listen to it, you give feedback, he sends it back, and then you back and forth, and it's big.
All right, let's get back onto your album right now and the track Let It Rain. Would you like to introduce it? And if there's a story about it, what can you tell us about it?
The story about Let It Rain is that same as the other tracks, we want to go back to that old ravey vibe of it. And normally we use synthesizers and stuff, but we also love sampling stuff. And the whole chord thing is basically a sample that we found and just pitched differently. And then we wrote a nice vocal melody and some cooler lyrics and big bass as always.
Come on, baby, let it rain. Thunder,
now celebrating Blood, Sweat and Smiles. It came out on March the 11th. If you've not yet checked it out, you know what to do, you know where to go. Go check it out. I'm joined by the man who made it right now, Stefan from Dada Life. Are you enjoying the show? It's nice to have you here. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you for having me. This is fun.
But the next track on the album is Electronic Circus Weapon. Talk to us about this track.
This time we wanted again to make a techno banger with a Dada Life twist. And we wanted the melody not to be super peak time, but we wanted to be a really groovy track, but still peak time, of course. And we basically had a big kick. I think I spent 2 weeks making the kick, getting the reverb and everything right, and just a simple back bass on it. And it's basically a good melody on top of it. And don't forget, there's also a hi-hat.
I call this one on the album the Big Horny Banger. Hope you don't mind. Should we play it? that was electronic Circus Weapon, or aka the big horny banger in my opinion. We are celebrating Dada Life's album. I'm with Stefan right now, and let me ask you, it's always a pleasure to see you on tour, and for the rest of the year, are we guaranteed inflatables?
We are gonna have everything that you missed about a Dada Life show. So I'm looking forward. We got so many shows coming up, and we have, I cannot say what's been announced and what haven't, but we have a lot of stuff coming up.
I want to take us back into the Dada Life back catalogue, and there is lots to choose from. So choose carefully, Stefan. When I ask you to choose a Dada Life classic here on Revealed Selected, which one are you going to choose?
Okay, I'm gonna choose one that represents, as always, living a Dada life, and it's gonna be Do It Till Your Face Hurts.
Banger, let's play it right here on Revealed Selected.
Do it till your face hurts. Smile again. Everybody right now. Smile again. Do it till your face hurts. Smile again. Everybody right now. Smile again. Do it till your face hurts. Smile again. Everybody right now. Smile again. Do it till your face hurts. Face hurts. Face hurts. Face hurts. Face hurts. Smile again.
Revealed Selected.
Smile again.
Revealed Selected.
Where has this episode gone? So much fun, so much insight into the album Blood, Sweat and Smiles. Dada Life joining me right now on Revealed Selected. Stefan, do you have a personal favourite track on the album? I know that's like saying which is your favourite child, but I'm asking you here and now, so be honest.
Yes, I have a favorite. I have a favorite, and I'm guessing you want to know which one it is.
Yeah?
All right, it is This Time, Never Be Alone Again.
And what's the reason?
The reason is that, as I said before, we made it pre-COVID, and we couldn't play it out. We couldn't do nothing for 2 years, and it was a track that we could only live with when we were at home, not seeing people, no dancing. Well, you could dance at home, but you couldn't be out. You couldn't be raving. So that track built up something inside of me. But then, of course, I'm super proud of all the tracks. But that one has this, how to say, it's finally, it's over and now we can just go out and have fun again.
So it's quite an important track, not only musically, but as a timestamp, as a pole in the sand, as a marker that we go, this is where everything changes. I like that. That's how I've interpreted it. I hope that sort of does it some justice. We've got to the final track on the album. Introduce it for us. Tell us about it. It's got an interesting title. I'll let you explain.
Well, the thing is, the title is not really that weird or unique. It's basically the feeling you have when it's like, fuck this, and you just flip the table. And both me and Olle have some stories about flipping tables when we just want to rage and have fun. So the track is all about that, but then you just make a machine that just keeps on flipping tables over and over and over and over and over, and it's like, yeah.
Let's play it right now, and wherever you are, please flip tables carefully.
Revealed Selected.
So, okay, you can turn the tables back over now. The track is nearly finished. Well, look, thank you so much for sharing the stories. Sadly, we've run out of tracks. You're going to have to make another album. Is that all right?
Yes. Yes. Well,
Seriously,
can I tour this one first?
Oh, yeah, of course. Why not?
Thank you.
But seriously, is there another album in the works? Is that the next intention, or what's next after this? Or is it too early to say?
No, we always make new tracks, and who knows, if the track doesn't get up to the standard of Dada Life, it just gets in the hard drive. And who knows, maybe in 10 years we open it up again and make a new version. That's how it works.
So, Stefan, look, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us here on Revealed Selected. We've had an absolute blast, and it's been great to hear the stories directly from you about the tracks that you've made that we've just been listening to. Get in touch with us. Let us know your favourite track. We know Stefan's. Which one's yours? Is there anything else that we've not covered that you wanted to say? Because now's the time to say it, Stefan.
Well, if you have the opportunity to come to a Dada Life show and visit Dada Land, it's a unique experience. Once you go into Dada Land, it's a whole new world. It's not just a DJ show or whatever, it's a whole new experience. Take my word for it.
I've been there, I've seen it, I know exactly what he's talking about, so this man speaks the truth. You have been listening to the Dada Life album special. So proud of you guys for getting this done. Crash and Smile, the label. The album's out right now, Blood, Sweat and Smiles. Go check it out. My name's Adam K. We are back here at the same time next week, so don't miss it, and go search the album, go listen, and we'll see you very soon back here. Stefan, till we see you live, I cannot wait. Take care, and for the rest of the world watching and listening, spread the word. Dada Life have a new album out. Go listen. Nice one. See you soon.